The video about Marlon Brando and George C. Scott both refusing to get their acceptance at the Oscars, which is still a big deal. Marlon Brando sent a Native American woman to represent, and he talked about mistreatment. He wanted to send a message. She got booed, but she was speaking up on behalf. I think it was a very powerful statement that he was doing because he didn't want to be associated with the awards. I want to know when these so-called rebels and acts who talked out and spoke out, who get there and get all happy about the awards, did they not take cue from these guys? Because that said a lot that Marlon Brando played a lifetime of a role. He had many great roles. He was one of the greatest actors ever. But Don Corleone, come on now. When you played that role, that was the role of all roles. That was a role that, you never ever had to pay for a meal again if you dressed up as the Don and you said, I'll make an offer you can't refuse. You know where you were. You know what the tone, the speech, the flavor of it was. So it said a lot for him to not go there and accept it. That gave him a whole different level of respect, and it's like, yeah, that speaks volumes to that. Then you get to George C. Scott, who played Patton, which was a very powerful movie. I remember watching it way back in the day, not understanding the whole totality of it, but I watched it because I used to keep up with all the movies that were nominated or had won when I cared about that sort of thing. And, no one had said anything to me about it. I just watched it. But the interesting thing is that he didn't go because he didn't want to hear all the jabber and all the talk, which is true. And people get on this stage and they give you all this ramble about, their political beliefs and what they think and what they feel and this and all thing and like that. And they talk about kumbaya and all that. But they still working for the system. He did his work. He wasn't trying to be all in the mix and all like that. Basically, it's like when you go to work, and I've gone had jobs. I didn't do the company party. I didn't do the company shindig. I don't do all that mess. Get in, get out. Punch the clock. Go and do what I gotta do and get on out. Cause you're at work. You're not. It's not a fashion show. You're not. You're still very much at work. You're very much on the detail. You're very much on the grind. You're very much. So it's like we're not here to be. We're here to work. We got a job to do. We got things to do. So we're not here for, display. We're working. We're gonna make the most of it and keep it enlightened, but we're not here for anything else. So I think that gets lost a lot with that because it is still a job. And Hollywood is I think that spoke volumes that they both turned down the Oscars and they didn't want no parts of that situation. And I wonder what happened to the other so called rebels and people that, always speak out on stuff. Where are they at? How come you don't see